Broadcasting live from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip, it's Talktails with Chris Phillips. Coming up on today's show, comedy hypnotist Marc Savard.
I had the pleasure to go see one of the most entertaining entertainment experiences I have been to in a long time. And I'm talking, of course, about my friend Marc Savard, who is the hypnotist over at Planet Hollywood, coming to you from the V Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here with us today, looking very dapper, by the way.
Well,
Handsome.
thanks
to have you. Yeah. But Marc, I'm so happy to have you here. Not only welcome to Talktails, but welcome to Las Vegas. How many years have you been in town now?
I've been here 8 years, performing for 5, and I originally came from Canada.
Yes.
And this was kind of part of the plans. With my wife and I, we're looking for something, a little more of a regular gig to raise a family and to have kids and whatnot. And obviously, being on the road all the time made it very, very difficult. That wasn't, what we had envisioned when getting married. So we put our sights on getting a show in Vegas, and lo and behold, it wasn't an easy task, but we did.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to you. Obviously, things are going very well for you. You've become not only a big entertainer here in town, but a big celebrity as well. Your billboards are all over town. They're every magazine. Your show is very successful. I know you're selling a lot of tickets and a lot of merchandise, my friend, and that's the secret to success. And like I said, I've known of you for a long time. You've been a dear friend, but I'm embarrassed to say that until last night, I've never had the opportunity to see you. And I got to tell you, that was one of the most exciting, entertaining, hilarious experiences I've seen here in Las Vegas.
The first 10 minutes is awesome. Unbelievable, but you didn't see that because you came at 10 after 10. So, yeah. So I don't know if you've ever been to a Zowie Bowie show, but it does not start at 11. It starts like 11:30, 11:20,
well, I thought maybe you were on that same time.
Start at 10. Why show starts at 10?
No, I gotta tell you the reason though. One, I did see more than you think because I was standing in the back and I was too embarrassed to interrupt you because you were on that roll and you had me sitting right up front and I didn't want to cause a stir. And so we kind of hung in the back.
And I'll cut you some slack because it was the marathon yesterday, and it was difficult to get anywhere on the Strip last night.
Well, and we had to take back roads and side roads and dirt alleys, and we finally got in this season.
And you did get in, and
yes.
That's great, and I'm glad that you were able to sweet talk your way past the box office and to get your girlfriend in because it is 18 and older show. On that note.
Now, to start the program off, as you may or may not know, we have something that not every show in town has. I bet you don't have a live chat room over there at that Hypnotist show.
No, I do not.
Well, we have a live chat room, and we have one of your fans online right now that, if you don't mind, right off the bat, would you mind if we field the question for you real quick?
Let's field the question.
We'll learn all about you.
Daniel wants to know, how do you get folks to trust you as a stage hypnotist? Or does it matter?
Oh, it's organic vodka. I think it's so funny that you say that when people come up and they get to do these crazy things, what a memory it makes when you're visiting Vegas. But what the cool part about being in a hypnosis show and hypnotized is you get to be your truest personality without consequence. You get to do anything and be anything. It's if I were to say, this doesn't apply to you. If I were to say, get up and just sing a song in front of the camera, 98% of the population would go, I can't. There's no way I can do that. You're comfortable. That's who you are. You can do that. But in hypnosis, get up and sing a song. They just do, and there's never that thought of, what are people going to think? There's never that fear of criticism, and that's what hypnosis does. It removes that inhibition, so it allows you to be your truest personality without consequence. So I never have really a hard time getting volunteers up on stage because people want to be up there. And when you're in Vegas, you want to be crazy, you want to have fun. So I talk to the audience a little bit at the beginning and build a little rapport, explain the hypnosis a little.
Yes.
And, I mean, you saw last night, who wants to volunteer? We had 30 people rush the stage. Yeah, so there's never a shortage of volunteers.
Because I know you're from Canada. I know you're a big hockey fan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true that you got to hypnotize Wayne Gretzky, or was it, you were at his retirement party, correct?
Yeah.
For 3,000 people, and you got to be one of the entertainers? What was that like?
Yes, that was...
hockey fan.
I mean, being in growing up in Canada as a kid, especially in northern Alberta in the heyday of the Edmonton Oilers and the Stanley Cup, and when Wayne Gretzky played, you had to be a hockey fan or you're like deported, And so it was part of who I was. I've always been, a huge hockey fan. I play hockey. I wish I could get out a little more often than I do now, but it's just always been, a pleasure of mine. And I was invited to perform at his party. And,
That's so cool.
There was 2,999 people at the event. They had to end it on a 99, of course. So it was fun. I hypnotized a bunch of people, and all the routines that I did were all hockey themed. So it was really, really neat. So I thought out these really creative routines, and one I didn't think out all that well. I made the people who were hypnotized think that they just won the Stanley Cup, and so they're all cheering and laughing and celebrating and having a great time until I told them that the goal that they won in overtime was under video review. Not thinking these are crazy psychotic hockey fans. They wanted to start fighting. And they came to me thinking that I was the referee. So they're all on my face. What are you talking? And they're swearing, and I'm like, whoa.
God,
so it was a really funny routine, and I awarded them a little Stanley Cup, a little 5-inch Stanley Cup, and they're holding it and stuff. So the players got a real kick out of it, and Wayne didn't participate. But I just recently, actually a few weeks ago, I was able to connect with Wayne and do some private work with him, some private sessions, one-on-one stuff.
Are some of the principles that you teach consistent with this tremendous series of DVD videos you have?
Yes.
That I can't believe you are so specific. You have a DVD for every, like you'd mentioned, if you want to quit smoking, or if you want to improve your love life, I'm sure, or if you want to do whatever it is that you want to improve in your life, you have a DVD for that.
I've come up with a really cool program that's coming out. I hope to get it finished in 2012.
Well, good.
About reprogramming the subconscious mind. The experts say that it takes 21 to 30 days to do it. I found a way to do it in 10. So we're designing the program. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be real cool. And I think the driving factor is to empower people to make a difference in their life, to allow them to live the dreams that they've always wanted to dream. And we have one life.
Their full potential.
Yeah, of course.
They're putting a cap on where they think they can go with things, I'm sure. And they need to just take that off and explore their own mind that I'm sure most people don't even begin to explore.
Yeah, like the program, The Secret. Where it fell short was it told us to throw it out in the idea, out in the universe, but there's organic change that's happening inside. And, I want to meet somebody, want to meet that perfect somebody. Well, what's really happening is that idea goes in the mind, the head starts coming up, the chin's up, there's eye contact, they're smiling with the people that you're meeting. What happens? You end up meeting somebody. So it's the organic change that's happening inside. It's not necessarily the universe that's throwing it in. So I want to take it to the next step and show what those tools are and how it's affecting your mind and body, that synergistic approach, and how you can apply it in your life and control what those tools are, as opposed to throw it in the universe, throw it into your own universe and make a difference.
And I think once you are able to establish the principles of what you're talking about, that would relate to everything in your life, from business to personal relationships to habits that you may want to get rid of to who knows. But
have you ever considered teaching hypnosis to other folks?
I do. Matter of fact, I do have a class. I teach once a year. I teach stage hypnosis. People come in from different parts of the world. Last year we had 50 students representing some Cayman Islands, Thailand, Australia, the UK, Canada, Vietnam, and I teach them to do what I do. I teach them basic hypnosis, how to hypnotize people, how to put on a show, how to orchestrate an entire career if they want to go from whatever they're doing in their lives currently to doing hypnosis full time. So I teach.
It's hard to believe that it's real, to be honest, because in this world not this world, but the city, where everything is a facade.
Nothing
is real.
Yeah.
There's the cynicism that you go into a show going, oh, this has got to be paid actors. But then you think, how could you possibly pay not only the 20-some-odd people that you deal with on stage, then all their family and friends in the audience
that are cheering,
night after night after night with a different set of people? That's impossible.
And that's still the number one complaint we have about the show, is people think that it's set up and prearranged. Matter of fact, as you saw last night, every single night, I do a group photo of everyone on stage, and we post it on our Facebook. You can go back through my Facebook for hundreds of shows, and you won't see the same people. Every single night, real people from the audience. And and the only way we can say that that's true is volunteer yourself and see.
As a fan of Las Vegas shows, if I was to spend my hard-earned money by going out and seeing a show here in Las Vegas, I don't think you'd get more for your money than going to see Marc Savard at the V Theater every night at 10 o'clock, dark on Fridays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Entertaining, hilarious, but interesting. You leave feeling as though you got something in terms of substance. And I couldn't have had more fun last night, and I thank you so much for inviting me. And if you're ever in Las Vegas, please check out Marc Savard at Planet Hollywood. What a wonderful hour and a half that is. And I dare you, I challenge you to become a volunteer, because I can tell you that's going to be a very, very interesting part of your trip to Las Vegas, to say the least. I know you've got all these, we have to wrap this up, we're way over time, but I know you've got all these DVDs that talk about quit smoking and to lose weight. I need the one on how to pick up on teenage girls.
Oh, for God's sake.
What?
You're already an expert.
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more of my videos, just go ahead and click on this link right here. That'll allow you to browse my channel and check out the different videos we got. If you'd like to subscribe, that's even better. We'll notify you when we put up a new video on our channel. We'll send it to you by email. Also, last week's video, that's easy. It's right here. Go ahead and watch it. Some great stuff right there. I think you'll like it.
What? Ah, Black Ricky Martin.
I know, a black.
Anyway, thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you next time.